Hi friends, we are so excited about our Once Upon a Time Writer's Box that came for the month of September, and we hope you're having a great time diving into the box and writing lots of fairy tales. If you'll notice, this month our writer's guide is a little different. We decided to we're changing our format and we're making it so you can build a writer's toolbox. So these writer's guides are going to come 3-hole punch and ready for a binder. And we recommend you just grabbing a 1-inch binder, just even one that you just have at home. If possible, it's a nice idea if it has a clear opening right there. We're going to be sending you a cover. We'll be sending you lots of different things to go inside to build your writer's toolbox as the months go on. But for right now, this is what we have inside, is your Once Upon a Time Writer's Guide. And you can also we will of course continue to send fun notebooks, different kinds of notebooks, small notebooks. But also it's fun in these binders to keep lined paper, because this could be one of your homes where you like to keep a lot of your writing. We also recommend, if you've been with us for a while, maybe you want to take your writer's guides from the past and you can 3-hole punch them and just add them to the binder. So inside the Once Upon a Time guide, Once Upon a Time writer's box, we have our way of publishing for this month. And these are little blank books that we're sending you for your fairy tale stories. So there's 3 blank books, and you might want to make like a series. Maybe you have a couple of stories in one. There's lots of different ways to use these, but they're blank, so we anticipate you're going to be doing some illustrating. So that is why we sent your ruler stencil, because it helps a lot with making shapes for your illustrations. And we also sent the fairy tale character stickers. Now these are like a shortcut for illustrating. You can put a fairy tale sticker on the page and then draw the background. But also we thought these could be great inspiration for some of the stories that you want to write this month. Another fun thing to help you with illustrating are the colored pencils. We're so excited about this quill pen. We thought it was perfect for fairy tale stories. Notice the little white tip that you just pull off. We had one writer who told us she has written so much already this month that her pen is almost out of ink. So that's a really good problem to have. We want you to fill up your pages with lots of stories. Here are the fairy tale puppets. We have finger puppets this month, and this is part of your club activity, but it's telling stories using finger puppets. And a lot of times these, like telling a story out loud, is a great form of like a first draft. So you can tell a story out loud to yourself, to a younger sibling. Maybe you're in charge of babysitting, and you can like come up with stories, and then you can use that as energy for writing down and thinking of new stories to tell. Of course, we also have your writing prompts, and they're fairy tale writing prompts inside, and we have treasure map paper. Now the treasure map paper, it's really fun if you want to crinkle it up. It makes it look even a little bit more old. You can also, you can use it to map out a kingdom or to make a plan for your story. You might want to hang it next to your bed and keep adding to it. You could also add fairy tale stickers to it and start creating a story on the map. Again, just the visualness of creating the story first in a picture or first as you're talking is a great way to get your stories moving and get your stories going. Now in the writer's guide, we talk about taking fairy tales and retelling them. Now this is something that authors do all the time. And here is one of my favorite books. It's an author, David McPhail. He wrote these fairy tales. And there's not anything that it follows. For example, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, it follows the story exactly the way you and I know it. There's nothing crazy or different about it. It's just Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But it's being told David McPhail's way, with David McPhail's dialogue, David McPhail's voice. And that is something that you can do too. Pick a favorite story and tell it in your own way. Tell it in your voice. Another fun thing to do is to take a fairy tale and give it your own spin. So here's a favorite book, Ninja Red Riding Hood. So we have Little Red Riding Hood and we have the wolf with a whole different spin. In this story, the wolf is tired of not being able to catch his prey, and so he goes to karate class and he gets really good at karate. And when he meets Red Riding Hood at grandmother's house, he discovers that Little Red Riding Hood has been taking karate after school, and she's really good at karate too. So they're battling it out, and then the grandma shows up, and the grandma is just coming home from her Tai Chi class. And there's the grandma, and she tells them, well, they have a big battle, and at the end, Little Red and the grandma win the battle, and the wolf gives up, and they tell him he's not allowed to eat any more red meat, and he has to go to yoga. So the wolf turns over a new leaf, and he ends as like a Zen yoga master. And it's super fun. But it's really fun to take a story that you love, a fairy tale that you love, and give it its own crazy spin. Like tell it in your very own way. There's lots of suggestions in the writer's guide about how to do that. It's a fun box, and we love retelling fairy tales, and this is actually an awesome way to become a better writer, is to take a structure that's already there, such as fairy tales, and build on it your own way. The awesome thing about it is you don't have to create the setting, you don't have to create characters or the storyline. It's already there for you, and you can just focus on your word choices and how you want to say it, and you've got a lot of it's already there for you to build on. But then of course, if you want to tell it your own way, then that gives you your own special spin on it too, and it's a lot of fun. So we hope you love the box, and we hope you do a lot of writing this month, and we will see you next month with our October box, and it's going to be really fun. It's a Spooky Tales Halloween box, and it's a lot of fun. So bye everyone.